All right, we are back for round two. I'm still, I'm still quite confused, and I don't know. Still a bit laughing about last opponent's comment, but yeah, I don't know. This was pretty funny, I think. Um, Either way, hand is kinda decent, but we need some green, obviously. Turn two as a Born is sweet though. Is generally quite good against red decks because a lot of their Revolt just kill 2 toughness and not 3, so that's pretty convenient. I wish I had a green. Now, do we attack or not? That's the true question here, and I think we do. Um, the reason behind that is that, well, turn 3 they could hit their land for Code in the Bright, Stop their Arrest if they are white, or just Hungry Flames if they do have that. If they do have a shock, they can attack, deal the first strike damage, and shock my Aetherborn. So if I try to block, I think there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Where here I let them have a servo, but it's still a good trade damage-wise. Um, yeah. Best case scenario, I would have a green, and I would have played another another 3 toughness creature, but it's not the case. Hopefully we can get something here. Green. Come on, green. Come on, deck. Shit. Well, a land I think is still better than nothing. I mean, than a green card at least, but I think we are still supposed to attack. For the same reasons. The trade is a little bit worse now. I mean, my opponent can go for the double block, which I think is pretty bad play, especially since they lose both creature even if I don't have a trick, given how Death Touch works. I'd be thrilled. If they double block, that'd be great, because it would remove a bit of pressure. Alright, alright. I love it. I love it. I mean, I can understand why they would do that. And they did not do it. It's risky. It's not a great trade, but on the other hand, the Aetherborn is just a pain in the ass. So I kinda get it. Yeah. I think, yeah, we are paying an 8/8 mana base, so there's no specific reason why we would have way more green than. I mean, way more black than green. It's just bad luck. At least if we draw any land, we can cast the Aetherborn. Hopefully, we don't draw a green spell. Alright, now we are talking. The fact that they were ready to maybe double block, I think, means that they are less likely to have a Revolt for Aetherborn. Because if you have something like Chandra's Revolution in your hand, you don't double block. You don't even think about double blocking. You just take the damage, then kill the thing. So I think we can assume they don't have. They might have a trick. They might have a lot of things, but I think it's not super likely that they have an actual removal spell that can kill that. Which is good news again. Now I think we need to stand back and trade with Crusher if we can. And I'm gonna drop Aetherborn. Wish I had drawn my green earlier, but I think it's still. I think we could have played a fairly aggressive game if I had drawn my green earlier. Now we can't, but I think we are still in a decent position. I mean, it depends a lot on what they have in hand, but things are not looking too bad. I can definitely beat another Chaser. Jeez, everyone is playing a bunch of Chaser today. If they attack with everything, I'm gonna be worried. Okay, I'm worried now. I guess the move is this block and take 2. And if they go, well, unless they have a first strike trick, which is not super likely, Pyro Helix. Yeah, that's completely fine. Yeah, I'm fine enough making those trades. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Drawing a second green is really nice because we can go 2-3, 2-3, and next turn we can go cavalry as a 6-6. I think playing 2-2-3 is slightly better though, because if they go bouncy or cavalry, it's really bad for us. Sailback is something I can live with. Just let's produce a green. This way if we top deck Prey Upon, we can go cavalry, Prey Upon your sailback. It's one card in the deck, but I think it's still worth, you know, tapping for the green. Because here I would be happy to kill the sailback while they're tapped out. Okay. I guess we passed the turn. I was thinking about attacking with Leopard, but attacking into 2 first striker creature doesn't sound great. Aether Theories is slightly annoying, means they are gonna draw better than us in the next couple turns, most likely. Now I could start attacking with Cavalry, as this can trade with the Sailback. Yeah, I think this is fine. And if they want to block with... I doubt they would block with Sailback and Theories. I could see them blocking with Sailback and a Servo, though. I think I'm happy enough with that trade, though. And the reason I am is just because this is a fairly big threat. I don't know, maybe just staying back is fine too. We have a slightly better board, and we would be crushing the opponent if it was not for first strike. Okay, that's good. That is pretty sweet indeed. If it resolve. The risk is if they have a revolt, they can kill it before I get my counters. But otherwise, this is going to become a 4-5 and then a 6-7, and they will need to do something about it. And they don't have any great block. I mean, they can chump block or take 4, but that doesn't sound super sexy. Winning Constrictor is such a sweet card. They put on bottom, which is overall fairly good news. We have a solid board now. We are slightly soft to flyer. Another first striker would be annoying, but looks like the opponent doesn't have a ton of gas right now. Yeah, not bad. It means we are not really soft to flyer anymore. And red-blue tend to have hard time dealing with big creatures. I mean, they have a couple bounce spell, I would guess, but other than that, it's pretty tough for them. Looks like Leave in the Dust, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Yeah, I guess we'll redrop the Rhino. Now, we cannot make it a 6-7 anymore. We are lacking the energy, but put a card on bottom. I think they should have maybe Scry before drawing from the Leave in the Dust. Well, nah, I guess it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they will draw a card without scrying. Definitely putting a counter. I mean, some counters. Okay, that's pretty cool. And actually I forgot about it, but Constrictor also works with energy, so we still have 4 energy because we got 3 from the Rhino, which is quite amazing. Should we be attacking with everything? I mean, it really indicates the trick to my opponent, but they are at 11. I think they would go double block on the Constrictor with the first striker, then probably just soak this because it's not gonna be 4 power. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna attack with everything. I feel like it's a decent idea. Maybe it's just maybe it's just garbage. I think it's fine though. I mean, I'm not gonna use energy on anything but the rhino. Yes, please. Yes, ma'am. Feels like they are out of gas. Now they could have something. But even if they have a trick of their own and they kill my thing in response. Interesting. Weird that they are choosing to kill the Liepard over the Winding Constrictor, I think. Okay, so here they would take 7. Jump with Servo and eat my Leopard. I think they should double. Okay, that's actually great. This way I can kill a chaser. I mean, if I can, I will try to not use my rush because I could see them having a bounce spell or a burn spell or something of their own. Here I'm willing to let my Leopard die, I think. And deal them 7 damage. On the other hand, I could also use the rush. It's kinda closed. I get a nice 2-for-1 by using the rush. It's tempting. It's tempting. Generally, I'd rather have them play their spell and me responding by using my spell, but I could see them being completely out of gas here. Now, this is too tempting. This might result in something bad. On the other hand, if they spend a Rimvol on my Leopard here, it's not. It's a Rimvol they will not spend on a creature that actually matters, and looks like they had nothing and they just conceded. That was a fairly risky play, but again, let's say they have Hungry Flames, for example. Well, they take out the Leopard, put me down to 13, but they still go down to 4. They still lose the Servo, and the Rhino is still a threat. They still cannot really swing back. And this is a play I would never make if I was at, I don't know, 4, 5 life. Here I think it's fine though. Alright, so blue-red of some sort. Blue-red mid-range. 2 as a chaser, jeez. This is the... Everyone's playing chasers today. Hazardous Condition is pretty good against the chasers actually. Could be an option. Force Bridge Pro. The thing is, I have some decent options, but my main deck is really stacked. I mean, there's nothing I want to cut. Really nothing. Could see cutting Rush since I showed the trick. I think tricks decrease in value once the opponent knows about them and play around them. Yeah, I might just cut the Rush for Hazardous Conditions. This could be a blowout. And Hazardous Condition is really good in my deck. I think there's only 2 creatures that dies to the condition, and I can curve out 2-drop into 3-drop that don't die to conditions. I'm gonna try that out. Ooh, this hand is... it is... Ooh, holy cow. Constrictor is just so crazy. That card is busted. I love it. And right now, black-green I think is not very well positioned in Standard because I'm playing a bit of Standard, and I'm playing black-green because I love the deck. And yeah, I don't think it's very well positioned. So I'm pretty happy to be able to play my Sneks in Limited. I think you want to lead with Aetherborn because next turn... This way I gain 2 life, which seems pretty good. Because next turn I don't have any mana to go Subtle Strike and Constrictor anyways, so there is that. Do I want to trade here? No, I don't really think so. I think I'm just gonna go Constrictor past the turn. And next turn I can go tap something, plus put 2 counter on something else. I'm gonna take 3 here. I think both creature I have right now are more valuable than the monitor. Could see them going for Chandra's Revolution on one of the 2 creature, but I still, get to keep the other one. And both are great. Geez, having 2 Aetherborn and 2 Constrictor as my 2-drop is just a nut. These cards are no joke. Yeah, sure, I can live with that, I think. Guess we'll be beating down with the Snake. Then tapping the Monitor. And that's probably gonna be that. Yeah. I'm gonna keep Subtle Strike available. This way, if my opponent tries to go Chandra's Revolution or whatever removal on my Snake, and I can protect it. And next turn I can still go, Aeronaut into, Growth into Aeronaut right away. Sure. Cruel Finality. Does that change my plan? I don't think so. I think we go Aeronaut, and next turn we can play a mixture of Finality, Solo Strike, Pacification, Array. Might have to take 7 this turn, but I think this is fine. Sure. You got me. That's pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Blossoming Defense is pretty cool. So I think we want to kill that now, right away. Get a nice cry, and then we'll start definitely keeping that on top. And now we can just tap the whale. And keep Blossoming Defense to protect Constrictor and whatnot. I could have put way more pressure by using Solo Strike a bit earlier on. Don't think it was very valuable to do so though, and my opponent showed 2 as a chaser game 1, and they might have some other 1 toughness creatures, so I feel like killing these is just better, potentially, than just getting 2 counters. But maybe I will be proven wrong. And a Moray. Alright. So if I Solo Strike, I cannot play the Rhino, otherwise I don't have the mana for Array, and I need the mana for Array every single turn for the whale. So I guess the play is just drop the Rhino and pass the turn. I wish I had another green available for the Blossoming Defense, but cannot have everything, I guess. Now it's slightly annoying too, because my opponent will get to trade their Moray with my Constrictor or Rhino if they attack, because I don't think I can really afford to take 4. And they should attack with Moray, definitely. I think it's the right move to attack, because you don't really want to block or trade during my turn, because you know I have Aeronauts. And you're happy to trade your shitty fish. No, it's not a bad card. It's actually fine, but it's not great. It's medium card against one of my 2 very threatening guys. You should probably not be boosting right now, though. I don't see any reason to do so. I really want to keep the Rhino, but I don't think I can afford to keep the Rhino. I think we have great options for the late game, very powerful spell in general, so I think we just need to make sure we don't die. And we are kind of, we have we are having some mana issues, and it feels pretty important to just make sure we can deploy our spells and not die before doing so. I guess the play is highest player artisan. Pass the turn. Could see my opponent having a bounce spell here available, and if they do, I don't really want to attack for 2 and take 1. I don't think this is a situation. I mean, it's gonna be a great trade for me. Feels like Leave in the Dust to me. I would not be surprised if they go Leave in the Dust, your artisan end of turn. Yeah, was to be expected. Could be playing this game more aggressively, but I really don't think this is what we are supposed to do. I think we just need to make sure we can stabilize, drop all of our threat and creature, and then hopefully win. The attack with the servo is interesting and annoying. I'm gonna take it for now. I don't love it, but like Constrictor is really important to my hand. Reverse Engineer now. I need to draw second green so I can start doing things. At least play 2 spells each turn, otherwise I'm just gonna die. As a theorist, yeah, not really a problem. And Chaser. Okay, I don't mind seeing Chaser because of the Soul Strike. Now I need to draw green here, please. Any land. Being constrained on mana like that is so annoying, but I guess it's mostly because I'm using the ARE. This is really annoying though. Brazen Scourge, attack with everything. That sounds like bad news bear. I'm probably dead, I think. Had I drawn a green among the black or another land earlier on, I would have been fine, but here I think I will just end up losing, unfortunately. And I don't think we'll have some great block here. Yeah. Like, even if everything goes well for us, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think we need to block like that, pump here, kill that, and take 4. Down to 3. Yeah. And it feels like they had a 3, because otherwise they would not have attacked with Servo last turn, so yeah, I'm worried. Could be just 2 damage, which would be fine. If they just shock my Constrictor or my Artisan, I mean, it would be annoying. But I think, again, we lost the game when we did not draw the second green, so we could not Blossoming Defense, and we did not draw another land. I mean, in theory, if they have nothing, yeah, they had the shock, which was what I was expecting. Are we dead? Yeah, we are very dead. Even if we go Ambitious Aetherborn, I guess we can tap the whale and we'll have 3 blockers. Yeah, we are dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna make the opponent play. There's no way they miss that. I mean, I need to tap something. So I'm gonna be tapped out with 3 blockers. Yeah, I'm just dead. Unfortunate. I think with the land a little bit earlier, it would have been completely fine for us. To me, it looks like Hazardous Condition is a good card in this matchup. I'm pretty happy keeping that in the deck, and I don't think I will change anything, actually. I'm just gonna submit the deck, and hopefully things will be slightly better. I mean, my draw was great. I mean, it started very well with both Aetherborn and Constrictor, but they had an answer to the Aetherborn, so I could not gain life, and then a bunch of bad things happened. Things would have gone better if I had attacked with the Aetherborn onto the World-Fast Monitor on turn, I think it was my turn 3, or yeah, my turn 4 actually. Oh no, they were on the play, so it was my turn 3. Because if they would have blocked, I could have Subtle Strike maybe, gain a bit of life. Because the Monitor did a lot of damage early on that I could have avoided. But yeah, at the time it did not feel like a great block, and it's only later on that I realized I was really stuck on land, and this kinda destroyed me. Okay, hand is slightly risky obviously, but I think it's a keep. We have 2 lands, some great spells, and we have a Zaradus condition to come back if something goes wrong. I mean, we still need to draw a couple lands obviously, but if they go as a chaser into some more stuff and I don't draw lands, it's gonna be ugly. Just gonna drop the Leopard. It uses my mana better. I don't really want a Cruel Finality when I could condition next turn. If they have the shock, I'd rather lose my Leopard than the gifted Aetherborn. I'm happy if they just keep doing these kind of things, and then I can condition for a lot. Getting a nice 2 or 3 for 1, that'd be perfect. I think I'm gonna play Artisan now. The plan is just to basically use my mana best, and also I'd rather play some some worse creature, and then maybe make them use some removal on this creature, and then the Aetherborn is free. More, yeah. We drew a land, and I think we might want a condition here. I mean, I could wait and try to get even more value. Let's attack with the Leopard first and see what they want to do about that. If they take 4, great. If they try to double block, I can go for Cruel Finally, but I guess they will not try to double block. I mean, if they double block, it's slightly annoying because then I don't get value out of condition, but I get the same 2 for 1 with Finality, but I don't think they will block. If they just block with Moray, it's great because then I can condition. If they take 4, I can still condition. Except that I got 4 damage. Yeah, I think this is fine. Best case scenario, they just block with Moray and looks like they are just taking the damage. Fine. Then I guess I might just play the gifted Aetherborn. I'm not sure how greedy it is of me to try getting more value, but I could see them trying to play something else that I could kill. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a greedy bastard. But the thing is here, I mean, I would be inclined to condition to avoid them getting the 1/1, but the thing is, I don't really care about them getting the 1/1 because of conditions, so if the Moraz attack, I might... I think I'm just blocking with High Spire Artisan, and then if they want to go 4/1 trades, I'm gonna accept the trade. Yeah, we can make that trade, sure. I don't feel too... Well, if they have the whale, the Artisan is not going to block it very well anyways, and if they have a smaller flyer, I can kill with Cruel Finality or condition, so there is that. Not thrilled about attacking with the Aetherborn. They have mana open, and if I go Finality and they have their own trick, it goes pretty bad for me, pretty wrong. I think the play might just be to go Ambitious Aetherborn with a counter, pass the turn. They could have a counter here. Looks like they don't. I think if they had the what's the name of that card? Counter, unless you pay 3, they would have used it. If I attack with Leopard on its own, do they block with Theorist? Kind of feel like they could. It depends on what they have in hand though, because if they have a trick, they would just double block with Chaser and call my own trick. Maybe time has come to just Hazardous Conditions. Attack with Aetherborn. Then I guess I would bounce the Aetherborn. I'm pretty sure they do have the bounce in hand. Could go Rhino and pass the turn. How likely is it that they play another creature that dies to condition? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drop Rhino and pass. I don't think I'm in a hurry to attack or get my value. And they should, for example, as a swooper, they might have a third as a chaser. And we might be able to set up a better situation where we are more likely to get more value out of the condition. I don't know how greedy I am. It feels fine, like as long as I can cast some creature that don't die to condition, I feel like why not do so. I could attack with Leopard. And then if they go double block, I just let the Leopard die. And I play the Aeronaut. Yeah, that seems pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna try to Hazardous Condition. They put the card on top last turn. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Hopefully not a counterspell. Because unless they have a counterspell, most things they could do here will still have them 2-for-1. Oh, they do have the counterspell. Alright. Maybe I could have avoided that by playing my things earlier. I mean, casting my card earlier, I don't know. It's fine. I think I'm still in a fine spot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a bounce spell in hand, so I'm not a huge fan of using Prey Upon right here. If they have a bounce spell, I can attack with Rhino and Aetherborn. I can attack with everything actually. And then use Finality. And I think most of the thing they could do would be a bounce spell. Could also Finality now and see if it resolves. I think I'm just gonna attack with everything. Also, depending on what they block, I could just go... No... Yes. I could just go let the creature die and play Aeronaut. I don't know, I feel like I want to be moving here. I want to be doing something. Yep. Try to Finality and we'll see what happens. If they have a bounce spell, they can bounce my Aetherborn and avoid getting 2-for-1, but I'm fine. Looks like this resolve, which is good. Yeah, we are keeping that on top since we have the Aeronauts. Not exactly sure what they have in hand. Yeah, they had a bounce spell. Okay, that's pretty much what I was expecting, to be honest. So this trade was completely fine for us. They put another card on top. We also got 5 damage in the process, which is not bad. Now we could Prey Upon. I don't really see any reason to Prey Upon right away, though. If they want to get a Servo next turn, they can. Looks like they, yeah, and they have another down spell. Alright, so that was pretty good that we did not Prey Upon. Would have ended up being pretty poor for us. And now that they used their trick, we can Prey Upon in a much safer fashion, most likely. And given Prey Upon, they cannot really drop a bunch of creature and completely tempo us out of the game, I don't think so. So what's the best thing we can do here? I guess we could drop Rhino, attack with Leopard. That seems kinda medium. We could attack with that. I'm happy to trade with the Sailback. I'm happy to deal 2 damage. And I can drop Ambitious Aetherborn as a 4/3 with a... Yeah, I think I like that move. And if they have an answer to the Aetherborn, we still have a couple blockers around. And I can afford to take some damage. And I think they are... Yeah, they will trade. Which doesn't actually surprise me. My opponents still have 4 cards in hand. They are scrying every turn, so... Kind of a weird game. Pretty tough to tell if we are ahead or not. I feel like we are ahead, but I might just be wrong, obviously. Just gonna play this as a 5/4. They scryed to the top a decent amount in the last couple turns. And I don't know, I feel like if they had lands in hand, they would have gotten played, probably. They should have gotten played, most likely, I think. I don't know. Again, it's kind of a weird game. We're at 22, they're at 11, though. We have some pretty decent threat in hand, so... That would be an interesting attack. I would just snap block with the Leopard and make them use their trick. Okay, let's draw first. Another Aetherborn. Okay. I guess we are attacking with this one and then probably dropping another one. Sure. Just gonna kill the Drake and the Chaser, if they let me do so. Could see them having a trick though. Not sure exactly why. What? Well, I guess they could have Pyro Helix. Or that, sure. Yeah, you got me. You got me. I'm just gonna do the exact same play as last turn. And if I draw 7th land, I can go Rhino, Aeronaut in the same turn. Oh crap. I wanted to make it a 5/4, but I pretty much misclicked here. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, if they have 3 spells in hand, I'm kind of worried, honestly. And they got a Skywhale here, which is also a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna Blossom Defense. And I think we just want to drop the Aeronaut as a 3/3. And maybe eat the Drake. Yeah, if they have a Revolt for Aeronaut, I don't really want to take 6 next turn. And I don't think we'll get a much better target. I don't think we are going to be able to kill the Sky Whale with Prey Upon anytime soon. So I think this is overall fine. This time they put a card on bottom. Not sure exactly what they have in hand. I guess a bunch of Trick, maybe some Shocks. But, you know, I've assembled a bit of pressure here. I'm doing things. I have to worry about the clock, I guess, a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of a weird game so far. Them just drawing 5 land and having a bunch of things in hand. Maybe they are sandbagging a couple lands. I'm not exactly sure. If they attack, I'm just gonna accept the trades if they want to. And if they have a trick, well, they have a trick. I'm fine trading that though. Trading these. Maybe they have another whale in hand. Could see that being something. Maybe a Revolt for the Aetherborn. Could be a lot of things. What happened? What did they do with their mana? Oh, Reverse Engineer? That's pretty bad for us, I think. Not a ton I can do though. Still think I'd rather make that a 3/4 over pumping the Leopard. Okay, sure. Top, alright, it's not good news, I guess. Well, we are pretty much all in now, but we do have pressure. They are still at 11. Blue is not very well known for big creatures, so there is that too. Don't know exactly how this will go. Again, kind of a weird game. Feel like we played decently because I think a trap here is in the last couple turns. I think something like 5 or 6 turns ago, get a bit aggressive and try to use Prey Upon and some tricks while they have man out, and then you get destroyed. That's pretty cool. So I think we want to kill. I guess we can kill Blademaster with Rhino, then attack with everything. They can block the Rhino. I guess we'd rather make the Leopard bigger, actually. And I think we'll attack with everything. I'd rather kill this dude this way. If I kill the Monitor, they can just trade the Theories with the Leopard, which is not amazing for me. And I think we'll be boosting the Rhino. I think it's slightly better. Maybe I'm wrong. Here they can trade their Monitor with the Leopard and take 1 damage, but then they need to chump block. They can block here, I guess, yeah. But they need to chump. No, well, I guess they can go down to 1. I don't think this is a winning line, but they could. Maybe I should have just pumped the Leopard. If I pump the Leopard, are they dead? No, they are not dead, but maybe they need to double champ. Yeah. They did not scry end of turn. I don't think we are losing this game now. I think we are just too far ahead tempo-wise. Might have slightly misplayed the Leopard. Maybe pumping would have ended up being better instead of the Rhino, but it felt fine. I'm gonna attack with everything. I'm not gonna play around. Yeah, they conceded. Alright. Around another select for inspection. We got there. This game was weird. I think again, I I avoided the most important thing, which was waiting for them to use their bounce and trick before I start using pre-opponent stuff. I think this is a pretty key thing to make sure you win this game. But it felt weird. Not sure if my opponent is very good and was just sandbagging things to make me play wrong. I think, except for maybe Leopard, I think I've played that correctly, though. It was kind of a weird game that I think you can easily get lost in if you don't pay enough attention and you get a bit aggressive. I don't know. This was interesting nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I see you for the final.